Hi, my name's Ed Mullen, here to offer a few reflections on what it's like to be an amputee. I've lost my leg at the age of 22, which is 43 years ago, and people oftentimes want to know, how does that affect me? Greatly. It affects me greatly. It has caused a lot of pain, a lot of anguish when it first happened, and learning how to adjust to live a life fully. The physical challenges that I've had to overcome were at times really hard, and other times it's fun to surprise people by what you can do. And I try not to focus on what I can't do, but learn what I can do. I've coached all my sons, 5 sons, through baseball. I've coached them through hockey, helped coach them through life. I don't use a prosthesis because I've lost 3 joints, the ankle, the knee, and the hip. They actually took the leg out of the hip and some what's called a hip disarticulation. So therefore the prosthesis works very poorly, very slowly, and I chose many years ago to not do that. I had one, used it for firewood eventually, after I moved it 5 or 6 times from house to house.
All right, here they come.
Hey, Peter, we're here for dinner.
Oh, no, you're not, Joe. We have a new policy. Can't you read the sign?
Some of the things that I've done that have surprised people is the coaching. I coached the boys, plus I coached the Concord Budmen for 8 years. I've also painted a house. I scraped and painted a 3-story house many years ago in the younger days. I've tried to let this affect me as little as possible, but it does. One of the things that's hard is to be in the public eye sometimes with little kids pointing at you and saying, "Mommy, Mommy, look at this guy," or to their little brother, "Hey, Billy, look at this guy." Sometimes that's hard to deal with. Most of the time, if my mood is good and my heart is in the right place, I'm able to diffuse a lot of the questions or the criticisms or the sarcasm that sometimes comes with that by being preemptive, going through the kid and introducing myself and asking them questions about it, explaining briefly how my leg was sick from cancer and they couldn't fix it. I try not to scare them with, when your leg gets sick, usually they fix it, they give you medicine, they operate on it, they put a cast on it, whatever, and you'll be okay. But in my case, it was so sick they couldn't fix it. So I try to do that on a regular basis. I used to make up stories to entertain the kids or baffle them, and once in a while I still do that. Like I just pretend that I didn't notice that it was gone. And when the kids say, "Well, where is it?" I tell them it's home in bed, it was tired. So I left it home, and why can't you take your leg off? So I have some fun with it, oftentimes, especially with adults, that don't dare say, "Oh, you have lost a leg." I said, "Oh, really? I didn't know that."
Thought I'd try out my sea legs.
Well, you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dane.
Yes, I know that.
So I can have some fun with it. The challenges mostly have been psychological, I think, to get over it and move on and live your life fully, which I think I've done. I have 7 children, and I have 19 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. I go to their sporting events. I'm a resource for them to some of life's wisdom now. So I've not let it affect me any more than it has to.
Eugene never suffered from the routine discrimination of a utero, a faith birth, or invalid, as we were called. A valid, a vitro, a made man. He suffered under a different burden, the burden of perfection.
My amputation does not define me, right? My heart, my character, my choices, my thoughts define me, who I am and who I want to be. My amputation does not do that. It may limit some of my physical activities, but it does not define who I am, any more than black or white, Asian or Irish or Protestant or Catholic or Jewish or anything. None of that defines who you are.